Yo guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be taking off the stock air intake and replacing it with the MNNTHBX air intake. I sent my ECU in to get flashed from DHM. So let's go ahead and get the stock air intake removed and install the MNNTHBX. Alright, so the first step is you want to go ahead and get your 5mm Allen key and remove the side panels with it. And also you have two screws right here, one right here and one down here that need to come off. You're gonna wanna get a small Phillips head screwdriver so you can get up in here and then just undo the screws like so. And now you should be able to just pull this panel off. Alright, we got the panel off, and now you want to repeat the same steps for the other side. Alright, so it looks like we have a few screws and bolts to remove. Let's see, we have one right here that we're going to have to take off. I have one down here, another one down here. We have a 10mm bolt right here. We have another screw right here. Looks like another bolt right here. All right, let's go on to the right side and see what we got. All right, so we're on the right side. Looks like we have, let's take this screw out. We have a bolt right here. All right, so we're back on the left side. We need to disconnect the sensor right here along with this air intake tube right here. So this needs to come off and the sensor needs to come off right there. All right, to remove the intake tube right here, it's just a Phillips head. You just want to undo that. All right, so this clip right here, all you do is come in here, pinch it, and pull it out. That's how easy it is. So let's go ahead and remove the intake tube. And there's also another tube on the other side with the clip we need to take off. All right, so here's the tube with the clamp right here. I don't know if you can see that, but that clamp needs to come off so we can pull that tube off. And then we should be able to just pull everything out because this is loosened already. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, as you can see, I just got some needle nose pliers and I kind of worked that clamp back down the hose to be able to pull off the hose from the intake box. And then down here, as soon as you undo the clamp for the intake hose right here, this just simply comes off. Now you can just take this whole thing off. And then here's your intake. Bam. This puppy is out there. So for the MNNTHBX, I believe you're gonna have to remove this hose completely. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this on for now until I get my my new intake in. I don't have the parts yet, but we're gonna continue this as soon as I get them in.
One eternity later.
All right guys, so just got my shipment back in from DHM. I got the MNNTHBX intake right here. Here's the filter and also my flashed ECU. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start installing it on the Grom. All right, so I got my stock air box right here. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this sensory clip. I'm gonna get this whole thing installed and then we can go ahead and work on getting the new tube installed for the crankcase breather, and then get everything assembled. All right guys, so I went ahead and I assembled everything, got the filter on, sensor connected. So let's go ahead and start getting this thing fitted on. All right, so before I go ahead and get it installed, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and remove this hose right here. This hose that is connected right there. All right guys, so I went ahead and I got this installed. Everything's tightened up. I ran the clip from the sensor underneath the frame. So coming down this way. And it plugs in. It plugs in just like that. Yeah, so I tried to put the original clip back on to the hose over here. Yeah, it wasn't working out, so I just put a zip tie on it. So we should be good to go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and install the ECU, get the battery plugged back in, put all the plastics on, and we should be good to go. All right, here is my flashed ECU. Let's go ahead and get this installed. Remove this rubber boot. I'm not sure which way this goes in. Let's see if it goes in like that. Seems to be. And then that just clips back in. Go ahead and install the rubber boot back over it. Like so. All right, so you have these two slits right here. You want to go ahead and make sure they line up with these slits in here and just kind of push it in. All right guys, so I got the ECU installed. I guess the way the rubber is on the cover part, it does matter. So have these little lines facing towards you when you put it back in, and it'll go back in super easy. I was struggling before I switched it around. So yeah, make sure you have that like it is. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get the battery connected. I'm gonna take out the baffle and the exhaust and put the plastics back on, double check my connections on the intake, and then we should be ready to go and start her up. All right guys, so here she is with the plastics and everything back on. Let's take a look at the intake. Looking nice and pretty like. Let's go ahead and get it turned on, see what she sounds like. You can really hear that intake sucking in that air. Yo guys, I am on the Grom after the MNNTHBX intake install. I have to let you know now, like, intake and exhaust makes such a huge difference. Like, automatically, this thing is so much more peppier compared to how it was stock. It's a lot more juice. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Doesn't that just, it just brings a smile to your face, man. Like, heck yeah, I'm so glad I did that. Gonna go down this highway and try and open her up and see what she's about. I don't know if I'll be able to get too crazy or not, but I guess we'll see what happens. I'm just gonna go make a right. All right. Automatically, you can just feel the power, man. Let's see what happens now. See how fast I can get her up. Not tucked. Non-tucked. 55. There's a cop. But yeah, before I put the intake on, this thing the bike would barely get up to like 57, 58. But now she just like has more power and more oomph, you know, like just you have to get one for yourself and, you know, see for yourself. I'm sure I could have got, I think I can get 70 on this thing, to be honest with you. Maybe, you know, tucked, but it's July 5th and I don't know, man. Might be a lot of cops out still. And there's traffic, so I don't know. Open throttle, 55. 58. 59. I could have hit 60 for sure. But yeah, guys, she is totally awake, man. You can just hear it, you can see it, you can feel it. I am 100% happy with the purchase and the install. I already know. I still think I could have hit 70 though, maybe if I'm tucked. Alright guys, well that's a wrap for this one, man. I hope you enjoyed the install and the little ride around. Looking forward to the next one, and hope everybody stays safe out there. Hope y'all have a good weekend. Later.